Are you feeling stuck in your unfulfilling job or completely overwhelmed in the ongoing employment market? Do you feel overwhelmed by a number of specialisms, swirl of industries, continuous changes in the market, when all the job titles change every time you just get used to some business updates? Or maybe you've made a decision that you want to make a change in your career, but you have no idea where to look next. You're in the right place. Continue watching. I'm Anya, a career and fulfillment coach. Lots of my career coaching clients come to me with these same frustrations. In this video, I'll give you 4 really simple steps that will not only give you a better clarity about your potential next career move, but also make you more inspired and empowered and really believe that this change really is possible in this very difficult employment market. This exercise on these 4 steps will also help you to understand whether that particular career change would be the right option for you at this point of time. And in the end, I share a small secret of mine that helps me to support my clients in achieving their most impossible career transitions. While some of these actions and steps might seem obvious or fluffy, as long as you follow the steps, just follow the steps, you'll see how data-driven your next decision could be and how easy you can gain clarity in your next career move. So let's dive in. Step 1. Know and understand yourself. Think back to what you loved in your previous jobs, in uni, even at school, even outside of a professional setting. What are the things that you love and what are the things that you hate doing? Maybe you were really good at organizing processes or people and groups of people and some projects, but you really hated the math side of things. Or perhaps you proved to be a really great strategist and really thrived in generating new ideas and creating a plan and really making things happen, but you really hated selling these ideas and promoting yourself. Or you're perhaps always intrigued by some technical part of the things, of the devices, processes, and you really loved figuring out what is the problem and how to solve it, and you were always the person to spot some errors. Simple insights like this might really help you gain a better idea about the type of jobs that you might be good at and enjoy doing, and the ones that you might potentially want to avoid in your next career move. I always say that enjoying the work is just as important as being good at it, and sometimes even more important. I work with my clients from completely different types of industries and areas of specialism, and I really know for sure that you are not expected to stick to one career in your whole life, especially now that the employment market and business settings are changing so quickly, you know what I mean? And with that ongoing expectation of continuous change in the market and the regular changes in your career, it's really good to understand your drainers and energizers and those things that would really help you build a very strong transferable skill set that you would be able to reapply in each of the potential career changes going forward. So this is where you start building a long-term career strategy. And if you want to stay in mental health, it's really important to make sure that you do choose the right titles, the right jobs, and the right skills for you. That's something that will help you bring forward to the next level. So if you want to save your mental health, but also have a successful career, it's really important to consider your no-goes, the triggers, the things that really empower and inspire you, and how this really aligns and how you can find your way through our world of corporate burnouts and layoffs and continuous culture changes. As simple as it might sound, pausing and really thinking about your hygienic factors for your next role could be really important. For example, if you'd like work-life balance, perhaps investment banking might not be the right option for you at this time. If you'd like flexibility for continuously working from home and being remote, perhaps teaching might not be the best option for you either. And if you don't really want to sell your soul to the devil, maybe sales is not for you. Joking. It's only HR that you have to watch out for. So now, after you have analyzed yourself and your considerations and your preferences for your next role, we're moving to the step 2. Step 2, how are you perceived? While self-reflection and understanding yourself is really important, it is just as important to really know how you're perceived by others. Your friends, your ex-colleagues, your fellow university students, what do they have to say about what you're great at and what you can do better? Can help you gain some really useful insights about your perception from the outside and what are the things that you might potentially want to change. Asking these 2 questions from, say, 5 people will really help you to gain a really interesting insight about how are you perceived by others, what is your external image, and also things that you could potentially consider your superpowers, which could actually be quite a bare minimum for you subjectively, but others are just not as great at it as you are. A more sophisticated, scientific and data-driven way of doing this analysis is taking a psychometric assessment. This is a self-assessment test that will help you to firstly assess yourself, but also the second part of these assessments sometimes give you an option to ask for the feedback from all those respondents that you would like to include. Your colleagues, your friends, your family, anyone you would like to get these insights from. And these are the things that could help you understand how others rate you on those superpowers and all those options of skills that you pick for yourself as the ones that are your strengths, the things that you consider your weaknesses, and really trying to understand from all the things that you like to do and the things that you're good at, how others perceive you. And that might really help you to draw a bigger picture and a better detailed picture of yourself. Now that you have completed step 1, know and understand yourself. Step 2, understand how others perceive you. Now you can jump to the step 3, which is very much about thinking back to your business skills. All of those hard skills about the sales, HR, economics, psychology, you name it, all of the things is what you consider after you understand yourself and how others perceive you. And because the purpose of this video is to think about how you can change a career, you now need to think about what are the things across the skills that you have done before, not only yourself, but also as a part of the team under the supervision on some of the role exchanges as a part of the project. And these are the potential little bits of experience that you could use as your transferable skills and these parts of your experience that will help you switch your career from the initial title that you had to your next potential career option. Make a list for yourself and don't restrict yourself. For now, consider this as a brainstorming option. If you have any difficulties doing this, try finding and googling your previous job descriptions, all the titles and vacancies, all the things that are quite similar to what you've done before. And here you go, this is your list of the things that you've officially qualified and have been paid for, and most probably you have done things outside of your job description as well. So now, after you have done step 1, understanding yourself, step 2, understanding how others perceive you, and step 3, making a list of the hard skills, of the business skills that you have, now is the time to move to the step 4, understanding the industry and the market. The next step for you is to understand how your initial preferences and your skills and your trainers or the energizers, how do they match the market and the ongoing opportunities? And this part is research. You open all of the websites that you like to use. I recommend LinkedIn, Oddtown, even Indeed. All of the places where you find the user experience friendly and easy to navigate, you find several roles that you would like to potentially apply to based on your previous preferences. If you have absolutely no idea about the titles and you're starting from a complete zero, try looking out for some industry-specific websites. For example, if you'd like to get into tech, try finding and making a list of the standard job titles that exist in the current tech environment. And some of the websites, including Otta, might really help you in getting this done. After you've got a list of the titles, try Googling some of the job vacancies and going line by line through the job responsibilities, through the experience that is expected for that role, and understanding and asking yourself questions. Have I done this before? Would I like to do this going forward? And also, if I haven't done this before, what would it take me to learn about this and try to use this in my current role or in one of the projects that I can get into? Of course, I doubt you will be able to hustle your way through into a solicitor role or into a doctor role. But to be honest, most of the operational business roles or even some tech areas are really easy to get into if you've got enough transferable skills, self-driven learning, and lots of courage as well. So after narrowing down all of the roles to say 2 or 3, for example, product manager and project manager and maybe data analyst, you need to find 3 to 5 roles for each of these titles and start going through these again, line by line, and understanding which of these are most relevant to your previous experience and to the things that you would like to do in your career going forward. Make sure you really check that these roles fit all of the previous preferences that you have identified, and these are the things that you would enjoy doing. As soon as you've done the matching of all of your preferences, all of your skills, transferable as well as hard skills, now you've got the list that you can go for. Start applying. But before you do that, you need to do your CV. So now you've got the specs of your next role that you'll be applying to, and this is the role where you would potentially be able to use your transferable skills from your previous career opportunities. Also remember that many companies write the job descriptions searching for unicorn. So if you find that you're not matching 100% of the requirements, that's fine, you're still fine to apply. If you do match 100% of the requirements of the vacancy, you're probably overqualified for that role. So now it's time to rewrite and update your CV to make sure that it follows your future career pathway, not following your previous roles. I'll record a separate video with the tips on the CV rewriting and post link in the description. So now we've worked through the 4 steps of making a change in your career. The first one, understanding what you are. Second, understanding how you are perceived by others. The third one, understanding the industry. And the fourth one, matching all of that back to the industry and making sure that you get your CV updated. Let me know in the comments what you think about my approach. I really appreciate your feedback, so please like, comment below and follow my page for more advice. Thank you for watching and good luck.